right? Channels we have. Channels and various Netflix is there. Then various others are there. Right? Good morning. Good morning. We have seasons, right? Hi Umesh. Good morning. We have seasons, right? Seasons. Season 1. This serial, what the Family Man, season 1, Family Man, season 2. Like this JAIIB goes on. Season 1, season 2. Today is the fresh start for the new season for May 26. Fresh start for the new season for May 26. Okay? May 26, many of you will say, sir, May 26 is far off. Today is November. Then exam is in May. Why are we so early? The reason is, why do you think we are so early? Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Ramesh, Usha, Ashok, Sandeep. Good morning. Why are we so early? Can anyone tell me? Why are we so early? Why are we starting in November itself? Rather than, we should start in March. March, April, 2 months, studies done, exam done. Why are we starting so early? Let me see. Comments. Good morning. What do you think? Why are we starting this early? The reason is, there is a simple saying in English. What is it? There is a simple saying in English. The saying, proverb we call it. It's called as, early bird catches the prey. Early bird catches the prey. Basic rule of life. Kindly remember, basic rule of life. Number 1, give time for everything. Give time for everything. Number 2, start early. 2 simple rules. And you will clear any exam. Any exam. Let it be anything. You give proper time and for disciplined way. Daily 1 hour, daily 2 hour, you will study. And start early. That's it. Done. You are almost 80% you have won. That's the only reason we are studying. Yeah. What do you say? Yeah. Correct here, Sandeep. Chalo, let's start. See, I'll be discussing RBWM. Okay, orientation class is for RBWM. I'll be taking RBWM. Now, those who don't know me, some of you, almost many of you might not be knowing me. My name is Vishal Mantri. I have been teaching this retail banking subject for almost 10 years now. Now you'll say, sir, 10 years, this subject has come in 23. This RBWM subject has come in 23 only for JAIIB. How am I teaching for 10 years? Earlier, this subject was for CAIIB. It was for CAIIB. Now they have brought it down to JAIIB. So I've been teaching this subject. I'm myself an ex-banker. I worked with various banks. Now, if you hear you'll say, sir, very good. See, the banks were, I started with Cosmos Bank, then HDFC Bank, then Citigroup. Citigroup means that Citibank, USA, top 10 banks, and then DBS, Development Bank of Singapore. I worked in all the departments of banking, starting from retail to corporate banking to trade finance, okay, to treasury part. Part of the treasury, not full, because treasury is a big subject. So, I worked in all the departments. I have faced all the problems which you face now. Third-party products, insurance sale, branch manager meetings, hurdles, daily. Okay, all these things we see. I have faced also, I have done also, I have taken that also. See here, when you grow at a senior level, you have to do all these things. So all of you might be going through that now, right? Insurance. Everyone is calling for insurance now. How many of you are having the pressure of insurance? Yeah? How many of you are having the pressure of insurance? Type yes in the comment section. Those who are watching on YouTube, you also. How many of you are having the pressure of insurance? Right? Insurance. Do this. Insurance. लाओ कितना लाया? क्यों लाया? क्यों नहीं आ रहा है? What are you doing? Transfer कर दूंगा. I'll transfer you from here. All these things. It goes on. Okay? But kindly note one important point. These all things will go on throughout your life. There is no escape to it. Only the thing is, you must focus on the knowledge. If you are knowledgeable, if you are JAIIB, if you are CAIIB, nobody in the bank can touch you. Kindly note this. Nobody in the bank can touch you. At least in nationalized banks. Okay, nobody can touch you if you are JAIIB and CAIIB. You will be promoted to higher departments, loan processing, or even trade finance. I would suggest whenever you have a chance after you're doing your JAIIB and CAIIB, whenever you have a chance, work in the departments like trade finance, corporate finance, treasury. Because I've worked in these three departments. And I've worked in retail also like you, the same retail branch. I know the difference. See, the difference is huge. In these departments, the life is a bit cool. Not like what we have in your retail branches. Daily, sir, ye passbook, that customer brings the passbook. Sir, why this 20 rupees debited? Your bank is a looter, chore. Your bank is this, your bank is that. I will go to RBI, I will go to this. 20 rupees debit. These things happen in retail banking. Daily, it's a daily matter. You all might be facing this, isn't it? But focus on your studies. Your core should be, internal core should be developed. Your domain, banking domain should be so much developed that people will see you with respect. Okay? I've cleared all these exams. JAIIB, CAIIB, CDCS is one top exams. It's conducted by London. So that also, the result of CDCS is hardly 2% in the world. So that also I've cleared. Then you call it AMFI, IRDA, NCFM, NET, SET, and what? Certified bank trainer, certificate in trade finance, all these, everything, you name it. Because I've been in banking for 13 years and then I've been in teaching for almost 12 years now. So all these, you also follow the same path. Okay? So, let's move on to the subject. The subject, basically in JAIIB you will be having 4 subjects, right? All are compulsory. Indian economy and Indian financial systems, PPB, principles and practices of banking, accounting and financial management for bankers, and retail banking and wealth management, RBWM. 4 subjects are there, all are compulsory. Okay? All are compulsory means, kindly note, many of your seniors might be telling you, JAIIB to kya ek din mein ho jata hai? 2 days studies. I studied only for 2 days. I followed only 2 marathons and I cleared JAIIB. Your seniors might be telling you. Those days are over now. Those days are over. Means long back they are over. The JAIIB studies are similar, equivalent to CAIIB now. The subjects, if you see the topics and the studies, when you see, for all of them, you will find it equally important as CAIIB. The reason, I'll tell you one basic logic. Many of the students used to take earlier, means 2 years back, 23 and 24, 2024 May, up to May 24, all of them used to say, tough, very easy. RBWM, very easy. This was a notion. Very easy paper. Then things changed. When in May 25, paper of RBWM was toughest. So tough, even this time, November also. It was not toughest means okay type, but numericals, they have started asking almost 25 to 30 mark numericals in RBWM. Kindly note, you will be having numericals in 2 subjects only over here. One is over here, accounting, second is your RBWM. The remaining 2 won't be having the numericals. But theory is also equally tough. Kindly note, don't underestimate the theory part. Okay. So what do you have to do? Firstly, I'll tell you about the basics. You are applying for JAIIB. You have not. Many of you might not have applied by now, isn't it? The application will be in this exam is in May. So March, April, May, February. Application will start in February. Okay. The application will start in February. Correct. See, what I would suggest is the application for JAIIB is of two parts. Pay attention to whatever I'm saying. Application for JAIIB is of two parts. One is membership, second is exam. Membership, second is exam. See, what starts in February? In February, exam registration starts. Exam. But this membership registration, it can be done anytime. Membership is never a problem. And mind it, this is difficult. This is very easy. So what I would suggest to you, all of you, you do the membership today only. If you are not the member, get the membership today only from IIBF. Immediately. Get the membership. We have separate videos on the same channel on Adda 24/7, JAIIB CAIIB English Medium. We have given step-by-step process. Get membership today. So what happens when you are a member already? This examination registration in February becomes very easy. This is very easy. Very, very, very easy. Okay? This is very difficult. You require 2-3 types of documents over there. Your photograph, your signatures, okay, your letter from that this bank. 3-4 documents are there. You watch the sessions, okay? But I would again suggest do the membership today. And examination, you can do it in February. Okay. So now, what is important for your JAIIB studies? Discipline. Discipline is the only thing which will matter now for next 6 months. Do a disciplined study for 1 hour per day, half hour per day. Even half hour you do, it's okay. Even half an hour you do, it's okay. I would always suggest you, study before sleeping. At night before sleeping, study half an hour. And in the morning when you get up, try to study immediately when you get up for half an hour. 1 hour is done, half at night, half in the morning. So 1 hour study is enough if you start from today. Okay? So discipline is an important part and that is very difficult, to be frank. Discipline is easy to say, very difficult to follow. Right? Now, what does RBWM include? RBWM paper is basically, see, name only, retail banking, wealth management. Retail banking means whatever you do in your branch. Kindly note, there are 6 types of bankings. 6. I told you I have worked in 4, right? So there are total 6 to 7 types of bankings. And I have not worked in remaining 3. Means it is so vast. So retail banking is one of them. Whatever you do is just one part of banking. There are many other types of bankings also. Okay. So basically it is added to the JAIIB syllabus. Modules are mentioned. See, basically you have 4 modules. Okay. And 5th hidden module. See, only RBWM is a subject which has 5 modules. 1 module is hidden. Remaining all are 4 modules. But here you have 5 modules. 5th one is hidden, secret superstar. So module A is retail banking. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, we'll go module by module. Okay, what are the main topics covered? See, retail banking, retail products, recovery, support services means marketing, and last one is your wealth management. So these are the 4 names of the 4 modules. Logically, rough gross level. Retail banking, here it's the introduction and common part. Then products. Then you have this marketing, this services. And last one is wealth. Now, which one is tough? Which one is tough? And one, I told you secret superstar, housing. E, this is module E, housing. It's not given as module E. It's a part of module D only, but it's a separate section. Altogether separate section and very important one. You'll get a lot and lot of numericals on this. Numericals are totally distributed over here. So these are the 4 modules. Now let's discuss per module. Module A, intro. Intro means what? It's basically, it will give you various types of banks, various types of bankings. Okay, I'll ask you one question. How many of you have heard of digital banking? You might have heard, everyone might have heard. Type yes in the comment section. Those who are watching on YouTube, you also. Type yes in the comment section. Have you heard of digital banking? Or are you following digital banking? Just type yes. Let me see the comments. Yes, yeah, 1 yes, 2 yes. I'm getting yes. Yes, right? Okay. So all of you have heard of, you're working in digital banking, isn't it? I'll ask you one more question. How many of you have heard of neo banking? Neo bank. How many of you have heard of neo bank? Sincerely tell me. If you have not heard, tell me no. Don't search on Google now. What is neo bank? If you have not heard, tell me no. No issues. So how many of you have heard of neo bank? Neo. Right? See, neo banking, that's what where the banking is going. We think we are doing banking. Banking is a vast subject. Neobanks are new banks which have come up in this world. There are 17 neobanks in our country. 17. We don't know. Neobanks are those banks which don't have a branch at all. No branch. Have you heard of the name FI Bank? FI Bank. We don't know. FI Bank. There is a bank called as FI Bank. Okay. So all these, see, these are just examples. Introduction will include all this. Introduction will include all these parts. What are the various types of banking? What is the use of blockchain? Means how the technology is changing. That you have later. Okay. Role within the banking operations. Applicability of retail banking concepts. What are the various concepts of retail banking? What does banking do? Chalo, let's go to the basic. Just one line. What does banking do? Banking does nothing but simple. See, we have depositors on one side, we have borrowers on one side. Loan, deposit, loan. So what do? We take money from the depositor and give it to the borrower. Simple rule. Take money from the depositor, give it to the borrower. Means what? Now understand this concept. Depositor means who? Depositor means who will deposit the money in the bank. Depositor means that person who is having some excess money. See, if you require for your daily expenses, you require, let's say, rupees 1,000. If you have 1,200, then only you will deposit 200 in the bank. If you require 1,000 and you are having 800 rupees, will you deposit it in the bank? No. Right? You will not deposit. So the logic says that the depositor is having excess money. And borrower, who is the borrower? Borrower means that person who wants to do something big. Some house is required, some business is required, anything. But that person doesn't have money. So Robin Hood, we are actually Robin Hood. Robin Hood, you know the story now? Takes from the rich, gives to the poor. That's what we do. But only the thing is we give interest to the rich also. I mean, those who are depositing the money, we give interest also. That's the basic banking, isn't it? What's bank other than this? Then applicability of retail concept. That is retail concept basically. The logic behind retail banking is this distinction between retail and corporate banking. Okay? Various differences are there. Corporate banking, there are pros and cons, plus and minuses. Okay? This is the toughest chapter. Branch profitability. Here you have numericals. Very tough. These all are simple. Theory. This is really tough. This chapter when it comes, the students get, sir, what is this? You have various terms, technical terms over here, return on assets, return on equity, leverage ratio, various things, NII, NIM, spread, many things are there. So, this will be the toughest chapter and there are many numericals on this also. Okay, in exam also, many numericals do come. Okay. Module B. This is related to your products, retail products. Now this chapter, you will see some part in PPP also. PPP also you will see some part in this. Products means what? All the retail products. What does the customer require from the bank? Service, products, what all products are required by the customers. Isn't it? Means customer is asking for home loan and I am not having home loan. My bank is not having home loan. What's the use? I must be able to give what customer requires, isn't it? Product development process, PDP. How are the new products developed? How are the new products developed by the bank? Because here, you must always develop that what is needed by the customer. Right? Otherwise, I am doing something, customer requires something else. Who will do the business? Right? Credit scoring, CIBIL. Not only CIBIL, there are many agencies, Equifax, Experian, Highmark, many are there. Important retail liability products. Now, these many of you know, many of you feel. See, the problem is, I'll tell you, we all feel liability products. We know saving, current, FD. We know all these things. We don't know many things in this. We don't know many things in this, saving, current, FD also. Because the nitty-gritties are very important. The latest developments means RBI has recently come up with this nomination part. Means the death claim processing of any saving account holder should be processed very fast now. RBI has told 15 days. Do it in 15 days. Nomination is compulsory for all the accounts. Right? So there are nitty-gritties. Nitty-gritties means what we said, devil lies in the details. That this is the devil. We must go into the details of everything. Right? How many of you have seen the latest RBI circulars? How many of you see latest RBI circulars? Type yes in the comment section. You read daily basis, weekly basis. How many of you read on weekly basis RBI circulars, latest ones? Type yes or no. See, be very clear about it. If you are not reading it, type no. No issues. Who is going to punish you? Nobody. Isn't it? Correct. Very good, Ravi. Reading it weekly basis. Right? Umesh. See, be sincere to yourself. See, one thing always note in life. If you are sincere to yourself, you will definitely go ahead. You be at any stage. You be clever, you be dull, you be anything. But if you are sincere to yourself, you will definitely move ahead. That's very important in life. So be sincere. Whatever if you don't know, say don't know. Very clear. Banking's basic rule is if you don't know, say don't know. Very simple, right? So, the point over here is, kindly note that we all must be, and it's very easy to read RBI circulars now. You don't have to go to RBI website. Not required. Just type on Google and take the help of AI. Latest RBI circulars in last 1 week, last 1 month. Just type that much and you'll get the summary of that. You need summary only. You don't need the full circular. Just do this weekly or monthly basis. Weekly, it's weekly, Sunday. Make Sunday the day. Every Sunday, I'll just put one line in Google, RBI circulars this week, last week, and just check whatever comes on AI. Enough. Be abreast, be updated. Okay? So, retail liability products, then all your saving current FD, asset products, all your retail assets, home loan, personal loan, car loan, all these, plus the processing part. See, retail banking is now shifting from branch to CPU banking, CPU model. At least in nationalized banks, you all are shifting for CPU model towards assets, loans. Actually, many of the banks have shifted for deposits also, saving current also. Nowadays, many banks, the accounts are opened at the central office. We are just a courier persons nowadays, isn't it? So important retail asset products, credit and debit cards. Credit card is an important concept. Very important numerical comes in the exam on credit card. Definite numerical. And credit card cycle is also very tough. Billing cycle, then free days, paid days, all these. Interest rate, APR, difficult parts. Remittance products, what are the various remedies? Transfer of money, NEFT, RTGS, UPI, Bharat Pay, Bill Pay, 1000 pays are there. Okay? Digitization of retail banking. Now these two topics, digitization and role of AI and technology, these are related to each other. Means basically nowadays we are in digital banking. Okay? Basically remember the 80-20 rule. 80% of your business comes from 20% of the customers. Okay? Yeah, in WhatsApp also coming. Right, Ravi? 80% of your business comes from only 20% of the customers. These are all HNI customers. Remaining 80% customers are of no use, to be frank. Means business-wise. They are of use, but business-wise. 80-20 principle always follow. So, this AI and technology will help to catch those 20% customers who will give you the major chunk of business. This is the main part. Then recovery of retail loans. How to recover the loans? What are the rules and regulations? What you cannot do? Suppose if I go and dunga kichke, dena EMI dena. Otherwise, or I go on the road, put my recovery agents and they start bad words on the road. Not allowed. Nothing is allowed nowadays. RBI says do it in a simple and prudent way. Prudent. Prudent means official way. No any fights or anything or quarrels. Okay? Management Information System, MIS. MIS is a blood. See, in our body we have veins, right? Veins. What are the veins and blood vessels? They carry the blood throughout our body. Same thing is MIS. MIS is a blood vessel of the bank. Information flows from up and down through MIS, and that's why MIS is very important. Management Information System. Then you have securitization. Securitization means basically selling of rights. That I'll come to it later. Right now, don't bother yourself. It's a tough topic. You are actually selling the rights of the loan, but not selling the loan to some third company. And that also good loan, standard loan. This much is enough now. Don't go deep into it now. I'll come to it when the topic comes. Support, marketing. Marketing is basically those who have done your MBAs. You will find it easier. Those who have done their MBAs or BBA, they'll find it easier. Basically, marketing introduction. Okay, what is marketing? What is services marketing? Product marketing? All this. Delivery channels in the retail banking. Various delivery means how to reach the customer. You can reach the customer through branch. You can reach the customer through online, this internet, through app, through social media, right? Through phone banking, mobile banking, everything. 1000 things are there. Right? DSAs. So these are all channels. Then delivery models. This is different. This you have not studied up till now. We'll come to it. Horizontal, vertical, predominantly horizontal. 4 models are there. Customer relationship management. This is again 80-20 principle. Those HNI customers who are having big money. How to contact those customers? This is taught over here. How to contact this CRM? CRM means what? All HNI customers who are very rich. We have to target them so that you get business, isn't it? Then services standards means what are the minimum service levels expected by the customer and what should we deliver? Marketing information system. Now this is a part of your MIS, but MKIS we call it, marketing information system. Again, it's the same thing. Blood vessel of marketing. Okay. Then module D, wealth management. This is the smallest looking module. See, module D only looks this much. You'll say, sir, so small, others are so big. Module D is only this much, but this is the biggest one. This is the biggest one. Why? Because these 3 topics, wealth, investment, tax planning and other financial. Other financial is small, but wealth, investment and tax. These three are very tough and very big. Wealth management is the biggest chapter. These are very tough also, very big also. In wealth management, you will have various assets. We don't even know. Means I'll ask you an example. Chalo. I'll ask you a question. Suppose if you have 2000 rupees per month extra. If you have 2000 rupees per month extra, where will you invest? If you have 2000 rupees per month extra, where will you invest? Logically, tell me simple. You'll invest either in mutual fund, SIP, or you'll invest in either this RD. RD nobody does nowadays that much. SIP, isn't it? You'll invest in SIP, right? Mutual fund. If you have 2000 rupees extra per month, you'll invest in SIP. If you have, now look at the question now. If you have 200,000 rupees or 2 crore rupees, chalo, simple, 2 crore rupees extra per month, 2000 rupees you invested in SIP. If you have 2 crore rupees per month extra, where will you invest? Many of you will not even be able to think also what to do with this. Suppose if I ask you, you get 2 crore rupees per month extra, what will you do? You don't know. Even I don't know, right? But there are avenues available. People invest such a huge amount in, do you know where do they invest? They invest in paintings. These are called as alternate assets. They invest in some wine bottles, alternate assets, watches. These are all alternate assets. Okay, this is there in wealth management. What is will writing? Will means after me where the property should go. बड़े बच्चे को इतना, छोटे को इतना, इसको इतना, इसको इतना, right? Will writing, that is a part of your wealth management. PMS, this investment management, PMS, portfolio management, see this. PMS, investment, there's a PMS topic which is compulsory in the exam, and in this PMS, the minimum investment is 50 lakhs. Minimum investment is 50 lakhs. That also you have for studies. You have numericals on all the three. Wealth also, is not that much. Wealth is a theory part. Investment you have numericals and tax you have numericals. Latest tax system. What all are the changes in the tax system? All are included over here. Then other financial subjects, services. These are basically theory types. Okay, it's theory. What are other services? Bank will give a service on this. What other services other than your deposits and loans? Locker, then insurance, mutual fund. These are all the other services which you give, isn't it? Same thing. Then module E or the secret superstar is this. Additional reading on the housing loan. This is one of the important topics and you get around, I'll tell you, 20 to 22 marks on this topic only. 20 marks on this topic. Hidden secret superstar. Because here you'll have lender appraisal procedure. How to appraise the loans. How to check the loans. How to do the processing over here. Housing finance and tax planning. Okay, tax planning. How to, means what is the advantage of housing loan? Nowadays these advantages are gone. Many advantages are gone in 115 BSc. But then also some of them are there. Mortgage advice. What are the documents required for mortgage? What you have to check while doing the mortgage? Very important ones. What is the valuation report? What is the search and title report? Okay, what is the property card? All these are studied over here. Numericals are there on FSI calculations. How to do the FSI calculation? Numericals are there over here. Okay? FSI plus rent calculation, so many are there. You go on and on. See, 60% of the bank's revenue nowadays comes from housing loan. 60%. It's so huge. That's why this topic is very important. Valuation of real properties. How to value the property. Land, agricultural land. How to value. Commercial land means urban, city land. Okay, how to value them. How to value a museum. How to value a hotel. All these are there for studies. So mind it, studies are big. Okay, you have to study it and you have to give your fullest. Okay. Now those who have not up till now subscribed to the channel, click the button and subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon. Don't miss this. Okay. Those who are watching on YouTube, kindly check this. See, how do I teach? What is the level of teaching? Means you all might be wondering, now what will I be teaching? How will I be teaching this? Okay. So see this. I'll ask you one simple question. This is one topic which for example, I have taken. Example. Various levels of products. Levels. What are the various levels of products? Levels are very simple. Generic, expected, augmented, and last one is potential. These are the 4 types of products. Generic, expected, augmented, and potential. You'll say, sir, okay, this is given in the book also. So how do you learn? See, you don't have to learn. You have to understand. The more you understand, the better it is for you. If you try to learn the things, you will never end up. Your learning never completes. Understanding gets completed. So, for example, let's take one example over here. Suppose you buy this cooking oil, right? You buy cooking oil, eating daily, bhajiye, pakode, all this we do. So, for cooking oil, now that cooking oil, you can buy it from anywhere. There are 2 types of cooking oils available. One is they are branded, Fortune, Dhara, this, that, right? 1,000 names are there. There is another sector which that shopkeeper keeps a separate dabba. Have you seen those? How many of you have seen the retail shops? Generally in tier 2 cities we have. Tier 2 means all these rich big cities, Mumbai, Pune, or this Delhi, big cities. Okay, these are separate. Tier 2 cities. You go to some other cities, you will find this. There is a shopkeeper who has this oil dabba. You ask him 1 liter, he'll put it 1 liter. This is there in Mumbai, Pune also. Means main cities also it's there. Delhi, metros also it's there. But how many of us buy that oil? Ask yourself and then answer. How many of you buy that oil? Or how many of you buy this packaged oil? 99% of you will say, sir, packaged oil. Fortune, Dhara, all this. Why do we buy? Oil is oil. It can be a packaged oil. It can be a normal, that dabba oil. Oil is oil. Why do you buy this? See, oil is a generic product. Okay. But when you read on that package, when you see, oh, expected, you read on that package, oh, Mufa, Fufa, low cholesterol, low this, low that. That is expected. That's what means intuition, gives you the intuition to buy this. Right? So this is expected. Then what is augmented? Augmented they'll give you, ek pe ek free. You buy 1 cooking oil packet and you will get 1 free for special Diwali offer. Augmented. Whenever you give something free, additional, that becomes augmented. And last one is potential. Potential means what? Potential product is health. Everyone is focused on health. Low this, low that means healthy body, low heart attack. All these are this. So this is potential product. What do people want in future? They want a health in future. Same thing with banking. Banking is not different. Banking is also business. See, what is banking? Banking is a business with regulations. Simple. Banking is a business also. Banking has regulations also. Very strict regulations. So after all, it's a business, but banking is also same thing. Saving. Chalo, let's take this example. Saving. Saving is a saving account. It's a normal saving account. You put money, I'll give you interest. Simple. And that also now lowest 2.5%. So I'll give you interest. That is saving. What is expected? In expected means you give better service. You give that debit card of 1 lakh cash withdrawal allowed. This is all expected. NEFT, RTGS fast. UPI fast. Expected. Augmented means you open a savings account with me, I will give you health insurance free for 1 year. You open a savings account with me, I'll give you some other benefit free for 1 year, 2 year, whatever it is. Augmented. Potential, future. How are you combining AI and blockchain to this saving account so that it benefits the user? That is potential, future. Same thing goes on everywhere. And this is the way I'll be teaching you. See, whenever you are understanding, whenever you'll be attending the classes, you'll find it the same way. I always give maximum examples. Okay? Similarly, second one, look at this second example. Life cycle of a product. PLC we call it, product life cycle. PLC means what? You have a life. Similarly, product has a life. We are also child. We are also young. We are also old. We also die. Same thing happens with product. Introduction, growth, maturity, decline. Toop, gone. Same thing happens with products. Similarly, when it is for the products, we'll be having companies. Companies will always try to remove this part, decline. Who wants the product to die? Everyone wants more money. So it will go up like this. But this is the basic of life. Okay. Of the product also, it is a basic. Introduction, growth, maturity, decline. Same as human being. So this is the way I'll be teaching. Okay. All the examples and everything. Now let me ask you some questions. What are the advantages of retail banking? Include. Fast. You read it and give me the answer. Now I have spoken. Now it's your time. Advantages of retail banking include risk is less as client base is large. Income is relatively more as spread is more. Stable model with less volatility and all of the above. Fast. Let me see the comment section. Correct. The answer is D. Very good. Ashok Kumar Vijay. Very good. D. Very good. All of the above. Correct? All of the above. Second one. Read the second one now. Second one. Which of the following is not an advantage of retail banking? Not an advantage. Not. Okay? High cross-selling potential, high customer loyalty, less volatility in business, and high default rates. Think. Not an advantage. Not. Okay, not. See, cross-selling possible? Yes. Customer loyalty? Yes. Customers don't change the bank account that many times. Less volatility? That's also correct. Business is not that volatile. Retail banking, if today this year it is 100, next year it will be 105 or 110. Or on the lower side, 90. So this is this. But high default rate, it's not there. D is the answer. Default rates are very less in retail banking as compared to corporate banking. Okay? Next one. Which one of the following is not the part of retail banking? Not. Okay? Not the part of retail banking. Correct. C. C is the answer. Project loans. Project loans are not the part of retail banking. Correct? After outbreak of COVID-19, the future of retail banking mainly depends upon branch banking, brick and mortar, digital, and none of the above. In COVID, what happened? Means which banking was the most efficient banking at that time? Correct. Digital. C is the answer. Digital banking. And last question for today. Last. The proportion of housing loan in retail segment is more than 50%, 60%, 75%, 45%. The answer over here is, see, it can be A also or B also. Generally, it's B. B is the answer, but it can be A also. Depends on bank to bank. Okay. Generally, as per IBS survey, it is 60. Okay. So this depends on bank to bank. Okay. So this was it, today's orientation class, and all of you, those who have not joined the class up till now, those who are watching on YouTube, kindly download Adda 24/7 app and join the class ASAP. Today is the orientation class. Afterwards, we'll be starting with the main course. Okay. So do join it ASAP. And those who have joined, welcome, and we'll have a great time. Okay. You'll enjoy the studies and you'll get a full knowledge. Okay. Chalo, bye everyone. Bye for today. Thanks, Umesh. Thank you all. Thanks all. Have a good day.